In this video, I'll walk you through international mergers and acquisitions and joint ventures, along with the key elements your corporate agreement needs to include. I'm Santiago Cueto, board-certified international business law expert and best-selling author. I've structured deals in over 23 countries. I've seen companies lose millions because they chose the wrong structure. I've also seen when they thrive when they got it right. You're ready to expand internationally? The opportunity looks incredible. Then your lawyer hands you a 60-page agreement. You have no idea what half of it means. Even worse, you don't know if you're making the right structural choice. Well, today, I'm breaking down exactly what you need to know. Let's start with a fundamental question. Should you acquire a foreign company or form a joint venture? Well, most business owners think acquisition is always better. You get full control, you make all the decisions, nobody can outvote you. But here's what they miss. Acquisitions require massive capital up front. You assume all the liabilities, you navigate foreign regulations alone. You have no local partner to guide you. Joint ventures solve these problems. You share the financial risk. You gain a partner who understands the local market. You get access to their distribution networks. You benefit from their government relationships. But joint ventures come with their own challenges. You share control. You share profits. You need to align on strategy. Disagreements can paralyze the business. So which one should you choose? Well, it depends on three factors. First is capital availability. Do you have enough cash to buy outright? Or do you need to conserve capital for operations? Second is market knowledge. Do you understand the local business culture? Do you know the regulatory landscape? And can you operate independently? Third is risk tolerance. Are you willing to bet everything on this expansion, or do you want to test the market first? Here's my general rule. If you're entering a familiar market with deep pockets, consider acquisition. If you're entering unfamiliar territory or want to minimize risk, start with a joint venture. That's the way to go. But the structure is only the beginning. What really matters is your agreement. And if you're finding this information valuable, go ahead and hit that like button right now. It helps business owners find this content, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the critical legal strategies that can save your international deals. All right, let's dive back in. Let me walk you through what your agreement must cover. These are not optional. These are essential. Start with governance structure. Who makes what decisions? What requires unanimous consent? What can be decided by majority vote? I see agreements that say partners will decide together. That's useless. You need specifics. Does hiring a country manager require both partners' approval? What about annual budgets? What about taking on debt? These need to be defined clearly. Save yourself from deadlock later on. Next comes capital contributions. Who puts in what? When do they put it in? What happens if someone can't meet their commitment? Don't just say equal partners. Specify dollar amounts. Specify timelines, include penalties for late contributions, address what happens if you need additional capital later on. Then there's profit distribution. This seems simple, but it's not. Do you distribute quarterly or annually? Do you invest profits first? What percentage gets distributed versus retained? You'll also want to build in flexibility. Markets change, your cash needs change. Your agreement should allow for adjustments. Now let's talk about the hard part, exit provisions. Most entrepreneurs don't want to think about exits when they're excited about the opportunity. This is a huge mistake. Your exit provisions are your insurance policy. Include buy-sell provisions. These let one partner buy out the other. Specify how you value the business. Specify payment terms. Specify the process for triggering a buyout. You'll also want to add drag-along and tag-along rights. Drag-along lets a majority owner force minorities to sell. Tag-along lets minority owners join a sale. These prevent you from being trapped. Address deadlock situations. What happens when partners fundamentally disagree? Do you have a tiebreaker mechanism? Do you have mandatory mediation? Do you have a forced buyout option? Don't leave these to chance. I've seen partnerships dissolve into litigation because nobody planned for disagreement. You'll also need intellectual property provisions. Who owns what IP going in? Who owns what gets created during the venture? What happens to IP if you exit? This is especially critical in joint ventures. Your partner might use the IP you develop together to compete with you later on. Protect yourself now. Also include non-compete clauses. Define the scope, define the duration, define the geographic area. Make sure they're enforceable under local law. Speaking of local law, choice of law matters enormously. What country's laws govern your agreement? Where do disputes get resolved? Do you use arbitration or litigation? I typically recommend international arbitration. It's neutral and it's enforceable across borders, and it's also confidential. Just make sure you specify the arbitration rules and location. Finally, address regulatory compliance. What licenses do you need? Who's responsible for attaining them? What happens if regulations change? How do you handle tax obligations across borders? Different countries have different requirements. Some restrict foreign ownership, some require local partners, some mandate technology transfer. Your agreements must account for these. Now here's the bottom line. M&A versus a joint venture isn't about which is better. It's about which fits your situation. And regardless of which structure you choose, your agreement is everything. A strong agreement anticipates problems before they happen. It provides mechanisms for resolution, protects your investment. It sets you up for success. A weak agreement leaves you vulnerable. It creates conflicts. It costs you money. It can destroy the entire venture. Don't cut corners on your international agreements. The upfront investments in proper documentation will save you exponentially more later on. If you found this video valuable, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. I share practical legal strategies for international business every week. You don't want to miss them. I'm Santiago Cueto, your Florida business attorney. Be sure to watch more of my videos right here.